Detroit Lions. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the early games, but let's get you out to the desert. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the
Yo, Dre Burning Blunts here.
But how about
what the first episode of Madden 20.
Overtime rules were discussed in a big
We're going to get it started up with the kickoff. And as you can see, number 21, Isaiah Davis, is going to be one of the standout rookies that will be following throughout the season, as well as three others. Three others. There's two on offense and another one on defense. And there's the second one right there, Damon Veltri, quarterback out of Air Force. They traded away Matthew Stafford for a draft pick, and now they think they got something big. And their special addition is that guy in the backfield, Andre Davis. Yours truly. He's supposed to be the next biggest thing in football. So we'll follow their season. There's one more. He's a linebacker. He's supposed to be another big thing coming into the NFL. But just stay tuned. Just kick it off.
Write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Nice little toss off. Marvin Jones Jr. He should be a big deal for us this year as well. Like I said, Matthew Stafford, we traded him away. Picked up Brock Osweiler in the free agency wire, but oh man, apparently the next big thing is not the next big thing. Welcome to the NFL, Andre Davis. He coughed it up, but thank God the veteran C.J. Anderson was able to pick it up. And that's another thing you'll see. I made Kerryon Johnson the power back, C.J. Anderson the fullback. He actually turned to a 75 when I changed him over. So we'll see how that works out in our favor.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left.
And we're just going to slowly run. Damon, he's slightly a runner. He's speed's an 80, acceleration's an 85, but the only juke moves he really has is a stiff arm. That's at an 85. Everything else is like a 75, 80. So,
they've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Andre Davis trying to make up for his terrible fumble loss just a moment ago. Alright, we do have Danny Amendola out there in the slot. We did pick up Dez Bryant in the free agency. Went ahead and made that decision just because we didn't have any real big red zone players. So when we get in the red zone, I want to make sure I can be able to toss a ball up. I know everybody's thinking about, well, in the Packers game, he didn't catch that in the playoffs, but that was a catch. If we're stat talking, that's definitely a catch. But picked him up. He's, I think, the 3rd, 4th slot on the depth chart. So
it's a really good job of execution by them.
But everyone that's in the show, definitely go ahead, like, subscribe.
After the touchdown,
I'm just, average YouTuber. If I blow up, I blow up. If I don't, I don't. I'm not really in it for the money. I just love video games, football, anime, sports. So yeah, you'll never see me putting no sponsorship up here. I just don't. I sponsor myself.
I read something
Dre
prepping
Burning
for this
Blunts.
game
Now let's see what Kyler Murray has to offer in his debut game.
Type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Probably going to run his zone or something.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nice tackle.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs.
And this is the other player, Elijah Ransom. He's really, really good, but just a linebacker, so how good can he be? I mean, Ray Lewis, that is, that's what we're hoping for.
Good sign on the opening drive. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk to GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from...
Really?
To the races, down the right side. Touchdown.
Well, I guess anything happened in football. Isabella.
His first NFL
I don't know who that is, but he is very quick.
And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I'm pretty sure that's the guy they drafted in like the 2nd or 3rd round, but I didn't know he could put a move on what's the dude's name? Slay. He just crossed Darius Slay something vicious.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I didn't know that was really going to happen. I thought he was either going to come swat it down or tackle the dude or incomplete, something. But apparently, that dude is the real deal.
They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season.
Not going to let me.
Get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Davis now. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And we look now at the Lions offense.
Tight end Jesse James has made the move from Pittsburgh, where he spent his first 4 NFL seasons. Now he's going to reside in Detroit. A big target at 6'7", a terrific run blocker, has a great chance to beat his career high in receptions of 43 in 2017 in the Lions' pass-first offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll
get it up just short of 45 at the 44. He had a touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s.
Look, always open.
Receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the 8. 16 yards, a 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
We're going to have to switch that up.
They would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Flushed out
just
right
throw that away.
For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Safety DJ Swearinger brings not just athletic ability to the field, he also brings a strong belief that he can get to the football on every snap. An absolutely fierce hitter, You can feel his intensity even when you're sitting down and having a meeting with him prior to the game.
Under pressure.
I don't know why he just didn't run. I was like holding down the R2.
Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the
He should
ground.
have just kept going.
Well, the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
On the 7-yard line, we're going for it.
Right there on the coverage.
They went with
think
the
our
dive look
defense
that
can
time
hold.
on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, I can't motion you. That sucks. Dez, give us a reason as to why we got you. Thank you, Dez Bryant.
For a Lion touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Lions have taken the lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe you're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Oh, I'm so
The
hurt.
Cardinal offense now
I'm
making
so
their way
hurt.
back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football
Can't even be
back.
mad-
Probably not
can't
what
even
you
be
were
mad
hoping
at
for
her.
when you got an
You
offensive
know, like when your girlfriend
Agreed.
does
What you
some
were
like
looking for
sweet
is the
shit
defense
to
getting the
like,
ball
you know,
back pretty
take care of
quickly,
you.
right? Hoping for a 3 and
And
out.
you're like,
So
oh
that didn't
fuck, she
happen.
shouldn't have
You
did
can't
that.
yell at your D for
But it's all
that.
out
They've
the
got to take
greatness
care of
of
their
her
own
heart.
business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the
Still
field.
gonna have a talk with her, but
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Johnson the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now
why didn't he throw it?
Here, he's brought down for a sack. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
There's Brian's gassing up.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Damn, that would have been a good-ass kick.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Boy.
Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and it curls back inside for the completion.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 39, Murray looking sideline, incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That boy Amendola is nice.
Able to get the first here as he's taken.
I didn't even want to throw that. I wanted to throw it away. But he was right there, like,
give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Oh, picked her own
down
nigga.
there, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The throw right sideline here is complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The first down carry for Davis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
You ran out of bounds, cuz.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was
we're at the 7-yard line. If we in the 10, we going for it.
Right there.
Fuck what you heard.
Locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking to throw. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
If we in the 7.
Marvin Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
It's either touchdown or they on the 7-yard line.
It's a pretty big risk right there.
93 yards to get
down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella.
That Isabella nigga is cold.
Perhaps a chance for one
real
more
life
quick play
cold.
and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Left side here, caught by Clay.
Didn't even get the first down. Like,
so we are at halftime here
I don't know
in
what
the
they was
opener of the
thinking.
2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with
sorry,
Jonathan.
Orlando,
All right,
Coach
we will
Min,
save the week
I'm
1
not
highlights and
watching
apparently get right back to the
it's
action
same
here in
thing
the
as last
3rd.
year.
We'll see if
I don't know,
week 1
Jonathan, Coach
fatigue
Min,
becomes
his
any
voice
kind of a
is fucking
factor as we are
annoying.
back
Sound
underway
like
in the
Al
second
Roker.
half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals
And
offense
while
now
you're
as
here,
they get set to
please
start this
like and
3rd quarter.
subscribe
They have the
for
ball here
me.
for the inaugural drive of the
Please,
second
I'd
half.
appreciate it.
Pretty big
Go
deficit,
watch some of
though.
my
We'll
other
see what
videos.
adjustments were
I'm
made in
heavy
that
on the
locker
Battlefield
room.
5.
Never want to
You'll
make
definitely go and see a
something more
lot
important
of
than it
those
actually is,
videos.
right? I don't want to
I stopped playing for a while until I moved back into my own place.
This is a
But
really
I
important
just uploaded like 2
drive.
or
And we
3
often
new
talk about teams
videos. They're
scripting
not the
plays to
best
start a
like
game.
my
A lot of them
past
script to start
ones,
the
but they're
second
still
half,
really
too.
nice.
And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good
Johnson
one for
trying to
them. They'll
get
wind
some
up getting
fantasy
10
points.
back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some
Very
fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st
thought
down,
Larry
but this one
busted
winds
him.
up to be incomplete. We saw
Zay,
this a lot in the first half, and it continues.
from
These
the legend.
receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football is held. And the Lions have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now Davis. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it'll bring up third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Kimdichie, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
Showing
they
up,
want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This man is showing out.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
And there's Des Bryant blocking in the back.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
We may have done something. Kerryon Johnson.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
Secondary is
Marvin Jones.
Trashed.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Murray now on first down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
24.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the key.
That nigga balling right now.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They begin with a run by Davis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He just needs one big one. That's all he needs.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Galladay.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, QB, come on.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They keep it with Davis on first down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, wahoo! Get ready!
2nd and 6. It's caught outright, Amendola.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens
the
this thing out even
here
further here in the
blowing you Cardinals out the
league,
fucking water.
Plays, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Better slide, because I was going to end your career early, boy.
And it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Got some heart at least.
Here's Murray. Rolling to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz
but I got
that time,
something
and
for
I thought
that.
they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
This is a stout defense.
Outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it.
No.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. On 2nd down now, it's Davis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, it's Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it. And Johnson lost the football.
God. That nigga plucked your shit. He literally went in your bread basket in front of your face, opened up the blanket, grabbed the cookie, and walked away. And you were selling for $100.
Let's tip the cap
He
to the
got off
defense
for
here.
free.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations.
That nigga literally ripped the ball from
something
Johnson.
good for your team.
And you're supposed to be
One thing I think that's safe
our
to say
power back.
defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling
And you just got
almost on the
bullied
spot.
for the ball.
That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jordan Hicks came up and took your manhood right from you.
Defensively, you look at the
Yeah,
numbers.
nothing to say
Another
about
incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently.
And a big loss
Trey
here as he's
Flowers
taken
on
down.
Deshaun
They couldn't
Hand.
contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a
Strange
great play.
playing for the Lions.
On
One of
4th
my
down, the
favorite
punt
teams
team
is
is
the
on as
Bears.
this is sent
But
away.
the Bears are already
Returnable
good,
here
so
for
I
Davis.
can't really play for a team that's already good.
A great return there of 22
So I knew
yards.
playing
And we
in the
have
division.
reached the 2-minute
It's still a
warning.
tough division, so we still
And
got
Detroit
the
getting
Packers.
set to go now.
We still
And
got
last
the
time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they
Vikings.
still have the lead, but
Bears
I don't think
are
coaches care.
playing
The turnovers
great
will
ball right
bother them
now.
no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on
Get this
one. Right?
win
You might want to go
capped
back
out
to the
of
drawing
here.
board with that call.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure,
I thought he was
and he
gonna
will
run.
go down.
They
Sack
gave him
back
2.5
at the
sacks.
38. Robert Kimdichie able to get in there for his
Kimdichie.
2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, Davis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until
we ain't going to meet. You niggas suck. Since you niggas going to face mask
really, this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
So we
I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week.
Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please like and subscribe. If you have anything funny to say, memes or anything like that, definitely post them in the comments.
Everybody.
I love the live. You guys have a good one. Dre Brennan out.